Mm.
Nobody, my whole family everybody has their health issues, but this was a really big blow to my family. Um, so seeing what he had to go through as a 12-year-old was eye-opening for me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could recall me being overweight at one point, and it was because of medication and stuff. I was acting
Mm-hmm.
up in my teens, and they kept feeding me like Thorazine, antidepressant drugs and stuff,
Yeah.
and I would stay in the house. Where I was living in a boys' home at one point, and I got big, and so
Mm-hmm.
I think what helped me was like playing basketball. I
Yep.
wasn't good at it, but just me just going outside and just playing, I just eventually lost the weight, started working out and all that stuff.
Yep.
I'm a little overweight a little bit now because, just junk food and, going to work and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
but,
It's the food. The food is the big culprit. And I mean, that's the easiest thing for everybody to get their hands on too. Anybody could work out for an hour, 2 hours a day. It's you go outside and there's every single food you could possibly want.
yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. They always pushing this food out, especially like junk food and sugary stuff. And
Mhm. And
I
that's the
remember
cheap
one
stuff too.
time,
The healthy food is
yeah,
expensive too. So of course
yeah,
everybody's gonna go for the junk food that costs 99 cents as opposed to the healthy food that costs $5.
yeah. But sometimes like when you do try like the healthy foods, a lot of them don't taste too good. Like they don't got no salt. It
You're not eating the right
depends.
healthy food. Healthy food can be delicious.
It depends. I mean, I tasted. I tried like well, it's those with the plant based foods. I don't like them. I don't like those. I don't
No,
like those plant based foods. Nah, you
no,
don't think so?
no. I agree. The plant-based stuff is not my no.
Oh,
Give me the
yeah.
real
I Yeah, because I tasted like a couple of times, like it be like sausage or chicken or something like that. It just don't taste good. Like I don't like it.
meat.
But there's this vegan store that's around me, like a Chinese restaurant. It's just pretty good. Like
Yeah,
their food is good. Like they'll have. I'm not saying that it's good for you like that, but they have like decent food. They have like tofu with garlic sauce and rice, and you get brown rice and white rice and all that stuff. You know,
yeah.
but yeah, we got a guest. Always George Page, you people. Yes, we're here, George. And he says this: I can understand diabetes is in my family. I'm pre-diabetic. My sisters and mother had it. Yeah, he was like at one point he was like 500 pounds, and he just slimmed down. He made, yeah. He also like interviews like female bodybuilders and MMA fighters and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah. So what? Oh yeah, I asked these questions. I'm sorry. So you're like the so you're like the owner of Tiger Performance Gym,
Yep, Tiger Strength Performance.
Tiger Strength Performance, and you've been what's it like owning a gym?
Well, we've survived through COVID, the pandemic. We've survived a lot. So these last, 7 to 10 years have been quite a whirlwind. Um, I worked really hard to get to the point I'm at right now in my business, which allows me to have a lot of family time. I can fix my schedule however I need to reflect what my child needs. So in that aspect, owning a business is great. I love owning my gym. On the flip side of it, it's very taxing mentally, emotionally. I'm not like your typical gym owner slash trainer who you're just another number coming through my door. Like I form a connection with my clients. I really try to integrate mental health and physical health. So for me to help somebody with their mental health, I have to get to know them, and that means they tell me all of their problems. They tell me struggles that they're going through, personal, physically, anything. That part is hard for me. I'm not a kind of person that can just turn my emotions off when I leave work. It tends to come home with me. Um, Connecticut sucks to own a small business in.
Yeah.
um, so there's the typical downfalls in that aspect,
Yeah.
but overall, I wouldn't change it for the world. I love helping people. It makes me feel so good when the majority of my clientels are females. I do train a couple guys, but I like to work with females. And just to see them, their confidence every time I see them is a little bit better, a little bit better. Like, that's why I do this. I don't do it, to make $1 million. I don't do it to get clout. I don't do it for any of that. Like, I love helping people. I love watching, especially women. No offense to the guys, but I love helping women find themselves again, especially after becoming moms. You lose yourself a little bit. You lose yourself when you become a mom. You get pushed to the back burner, and I really enjoy helping women realize that they're important too, you know?
Yeah. Like what's like the mental part that you help, get them kind of focused on doing what they
So
have to do.
I'm not by any means like a therapist, or I don't have any mental health certifications or degrees.
Yeah.
But I myself have struggled with addiction, abuse. Um, I've gone through quite a bit in my life, and not a single one of my clients is normal. They all have mental health diseases. They've struggled with addiction. I work hand in hand with therapists that recommend clients to me because they know what type of environment and gym I run. I've opened my door to women that are homeless, women that need help, need somewhere to stay.
Mhm.
Um, you cannot have a 100% physically healthy body without your mind being healthy too. There's no way it's gonna
Yeah.
there's no way it's gonna happen. So you really need to work on both those aspects. Like, what is driving you to do the negative things in your life that may have an impact on your health? Like, why do you go
Mhm.
drink every night? Why
Yeah.
why are you getting drunk every other night, every weekend? Why are you doing this? There's a reason why you feel like you need to drink every weekend. We know alcohol has a bad effect on your health, has a bad effect on weight loss goals. Um, but think about what it does to your brain, you know? And that's you can say, "Yeah, I want to lose weight. Okay, I'm eating good, but what I really struggle with is drinking, and I know that's holding me back." You have to figure
Yeah.
out why. You have to get down to the why. Why is this holding me back? Why is this such a struggle for me? And that's what I try to help them figure out. Like, we have to get down to the root of it before you can blossom into this flower. We have to get to the root of it. So
Yeah.
that's my main goal is getting to the foundation of everything with them.
Is it always difficult for like your clients to get into the root of it? Because sometimes, for some people on certain things, just going to the root, you know, they might see it, but then it's like, try to do better. I don't know, because I got my struggles. So,
Yes, there's definitely some clients that they may even be aware of what the problem is, but they're not ready to face it. And that has to
yeah,
come within their own time. Like helping a drug addict, you can't help them unless they want to be helped. You can do everything you can until you're blue in the face and tell them how much you love them and how much you want better for them, but until they're ready, they're not going to do it. I can't force an adult to dig deep and
yeah,
look at what's really going on, but I can be there to show them why they should. I could be there to help guide them when they choose to. And then you have some people who walk in their first session and already tears. This is what's going on in my life and I don't know what to do. So it really all depends on the
yeah,
person.
yeah. What made you like at one point like wanna do this? Because it like just like taking in all that internally and yeah, I don't know. It's not easy.
It's not. It's definitely not. I knew I always wanted to help people in some way. I didn't know how.
Yeah,
I wanted to be a therapist, I wanted to be a guidance counselor, I wanted to be X, Y, and Z. Um, but I think it's really like I said, I've struggled a lot. I've gone through a lot in my life, and I feel like I always wanted somebody like me to help guide
yeah,
me into what I should be doing. Um, but also at the same time somebody that's not like a pushover, like a little bit of the hard ass. Like some people need a little bit of a hard ass to get themselves out of their situation. Um, when I first started my business, it was actually with my ex, who passed away. Let's see, we had the business together for almost a year, and he ended up passing away unexpectedly. And that grief brought me close to the community. He was a pretty big face in the community. Everybody knew him very well. Um, and that kind of started the mental health aspect of it all because everybody knew what I was going through. And then you have all of a sudden people started coming to me like, how did you deal with this? Like, I just lost my brother. I just lost my dad. I just lost my mom. And it just kind of ballooned like from there. Like, I don't ever want to say that I used my ex's passing as like a way to get into it, but it opened the door for so many people to feel okay about talking about grief and talking about depression and talking about what they're going through. I'm always very open. I know you said you saw my Instagram page. I'm not so much open on there as I am with Facebook, but I post everything that I'm going through. Like my ex died in 2015 and I still post about him. Like grief doesn't end ever. You just figure out a way to deal with it and live with it. Um, so me being open about everything that I've gone through, it's just kind of like like a magnet, like to people. Like, oh,
Yeah,
she kind of gets it. Like maybe I can talk to her. So it makes people more open to talking to me by me being open.
yeah,
So,
yeah. My condolences to your husband.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Uh, all the ways, George Page. I'd rather eat real meat than chicken made from ice
Nice
cream.
potato.
What kind of chicken you eat, George? And then he also says the body can't survive without the mind. Yeah, that's true. Like
Exactly. Yes.
yeah, I remember I was watching a samurai movie, and when somebody was saying in the movie, they was like, what good is a healthy body if you don't have a healthy mind? And that's it was one of those samurai movies like in the 50s too. It was really good.